Solicitor General's advice should always be independent. He's the second law officer of the Crown, of the government, if you like. The first law officer is the Attorney General. So my principal legal advisor is the Attorney General, and that's been the case for every Prime Minister. So Mr Gleeson's advice should always be thoroughly independent, as indeed should every lawyer's advice be. As a former lawyer, I can tell you that one of the worst forms of investment is paying a lawyer to tell you what you want to hear. You always should have independent advice, and I've no doubt Mr Gleeson's advice will always be independent.
So you're happy to see
the Attorney General and the Solicitor General can continue to work together?
I'm sure I'm absolutely sure they can and will.
So are you happy to clarify? You are happy to seek permission from the Attorney General before seeking advice from the Solicitor General? You're comfortable with that as Prime Minister? Well,
I can tell you how, leaving aside the intricacies of the debate of the matter, let me just put it to you as a matter of practice. I believe the right course of action for a Prime Minister, any Prime Minister, and that obviously this is what I would do, if I need legal advice, it is advice that you can consult with the Attorney General. The Attorney General is the first law officer of the Crown. It is always appropriate to say to the Attorney General, I'd like to seek advice from the Solicitor General, to do so in consultation with the Attorney General. It is inconceivable that the Attorney General would say, no, I don't want you to seek the advice of the Solicitor General. So, but you've got to recognise that we're forgetting that the Attorney General and the Solicitor General are a team. They support each other. But the Attorney is the first law officer. That there is a tendency, I think, sometimes to forget that in the role of Attorney General, we have had over the years some very distinguished lawyers. Now, Senator Brandis is a Queen's Counsel. I look back to Lucy's dad, Tom Hughes QC, who's Attorney General, or Nigel Bowen, or Garfield Barwick. Probably Garfield Barwick was an Attorney General in the Menzies government, and without any question, the greatest advocate of his time, without any question. So he was the Attorney General. Are we suggesting that somehow or other his advice or his position is secondary to the Solicitor General? Would you imagine saying that to Barwick or indeed to Tom Hughes? So I think we've got to remember this is a situation where you have two distinguished lawyers, each of whom provide advice to the government, but the first law officer is the Attorney General.
Isn't it extraordinary that the team's not working together? You've got this open feud between Brandis and Justin.
I'm sure that whatever differences or misunderstandings will be resolved. Now, I just want to note Bob Dylan's very important award, and we should all recollect what an extraordinary contribution he's made to literature. And as we stand here, in the Parliament of Australia, we reflect on the significance of the lyrics for that great song he wrote so long ago. Come, senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorways, don't block up the hall. A good message to senators everywhere. Thank you very much.